Hello everyone! It has been a hot minute. How are you? I have been, I don't know, my life has been crazy this past week and a half. It feels like it's been forever since I have uploaded a video, to be honest. I think the last video I uploaded was last week, I think on Wednesday. So I've been gone for a while. I mean, not really. I want to talk about my schedule. We're definitely going to talk about it. We're definitely going to get into how often I'm going to be putting out videos. So I will definitely let you guys know. We'll get into all of that here in a little bit. But there has been a lot of things that have been happening this week, and I just kind of want you guys to understand that my schedule is crazy right now. So we'll talk about why I haven't been active on social media either, and yeah, we'll talk about what the future holds as well. But we're also going to talk about this build and why I built this and what the inspiration came from and things like that. And let me tell you, this house is really big. It is a very big house. I have everything written down right here on what it includes, and I'm looking at this list and I'm like, there is a lot. There's a lot in this house, so yeah, we'll get into that. But I wanted to build a mid-century home, and I built this kind of inspired by like old Hollywood, I guess. I don't know, I kind of wanted to maybe not so much like old Hollywood, like I wouldn't say like mid-century old Hollywood, I would say like actually like maybe like the 70s. But I was kind of inspired by, I don't know, kind of like I don't really know. I kind of like made this sim, and I kind of wanted him to be like this guy who wanted to go into like show business. He wants to like have his own talk show. He wants to like make it in the Hollywood world. And then I started thinking about it, and I was trying to think of like ways to kind of describe him. And I'm like, all I can really think about is like Ron Burgundy from Anchorman, because I kind of made my sim like hot-headed, and he's a bit of a bro, and he's a romantic. So like if you can kind of like picture like his personality, he's like kind of a bit of an a-hole, I'm not gonna lie. So like the first like thing I think of is like Ron Burgundy. Like I could just think of his personality because he was like in the show business, but he was like in the news. So like my sim isn't necessarily like Ron Burgundy exactly, because he wants to be more in like movies, and he wants to have his own talk show, and yeah, he wants to have a talk show that talks about like movies in the industry and things like that, because he wants to be a director and things like that. So he has his own little film studio like in his house also, so that way he can work on getting set up for his talk show. He's basically gonna try to like film it out of his house. I don't know, I feel like that saves a lot of money, and if you have room for it, why not? And if he's really passionate about it, he's gonna find a way to do it. Also, in this part of the video, you kind of see me actually messing with the floor plan here. And in the living room, I built this little a little area where it's kind of like split off. As you can see, like there's like a wall in the middle of that living area. I actually got rid of that. I had some footage that that had me actually take out that wall, because eventually I'm going to take out that wall and build in an office. And I I lost the footage. I don't know what happened. I for some reason, like, I've been losing a lot of footage lately. I don't know if it's my computer. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's the OBS system that's just not saving the footage properly. I don't know what's happening. So I lost the footage of me redoing that living room area, and I think um, in that footage that I had, I did the living room area. I also added the office, and I think I added the pool. So yeah, the house also has a pool. I'm gonna go down the list of what this house has, so that way we can just talk about that really quick. But this house has the film studio, has a gym, a pool, 3 full bathrooms, a spa, which is just a hot tub, um, which I'll get to the spa in a little bit because I want to talk about it. It's the spa was part of the 20th year anniversary for The Sims. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Going down the list again, spa, and then the office. It has a bar, a full kitchen. It has a loft area, which is the film studio. It has a living room with a fireplace, a lounge area by the pool, and an outside eating area. This house is completely decked out, you guys. It is completely decked out, and as you can see right here, this loft area is where the film studio is going to be, and I added a little bathroom up there as well. And like I said, there's three full bathrooms, one downstairs, one in the loft area, and one in the master bedroom. And I really like the way I did the feature with the bathroom and the walk-in closet in the master bedroom. You'll see later on in the build how I kind of laid it out, but I think it was pretty cool the way, like, the idea of me laying out that room and the way I built it. So you'll see later on what I mean when it comes to furnishing the bathroom and the walk-in closet. But the master bedroom does have a big walk-in closet. So but if you ever wanted to renovate this home, because it is very, very big, it's very spacious, you can always renovate it for a family, for a very big family at that matter. You can have a bedroom upstairs in the loft area. You can also make the gym area a bedroom as well, because there's a bathroom downstairs in the hallway. So you can definitely have a lot of room to bring in definitely more Sims into this build. And I definitely plan in the future renovating this house for Forrest's future family. I don't know if I mentioned that his name is Forrest. His name is Forrest Porter. I just randomly name generated it when I made it, so yeah. But anyway, you can see me here struggling with the roofing. I think the roofing is like the most difficult part, and for like mid-centuries, you usually see a lot of like slanted roofs, which makes it a little easier to roof, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know if like I would personally want a mid-century home for myself. They're not really like my style. I think that I would really want like a farmhouse type of style. I'm really like traditional. I like traditional things. But anyway, so I made this house in Oasis Springs, but you can move into Del Sol Valley. I was supposed to build it in Del Sol Valley to begin with. I don't know why I built it in Oasis Springs to begin with. I really don't. I don't know what I was thinking, but I think I just like sat down and like just started building without like really noticing, and yeah, and next thing you know, I was building in Oasis Springs. I don't know. I'm originally from the desert, I'm from Arizona. That's where my family is from. That's where my parents are, and I miss it. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just homesick. I don't know. But you could definitely move it over to Del Sol Valley, and I think that's where it really belongs because he is trying to get into the showbiz. So it makes sense to have it in Del Sol Valley, where like that's kind of like the Hollywood of the Sims world, I guess. So makes sense. Um, to go ahead and just put it there. But you can put it anywhere, to be honest. You can, like, it doesn't really matter. When I think of, like, Oasis Springs, I also think about, like, maybe, like, it could be, like, a Las Vegas of the Sims world, you know? But, you know, you never know. Anyway, oh, you can see me actually working on the living room right now, and like I said earlier, this area gets completely revamped, and what happened was I was building this and I took a break and I was like, I just did not like the way that this living room is coming out, and I was like, this is a dumb idea. I don't know what I was trying to do. I also was trying, before I even built this house, I mean, I had this house in mind, but I was also trying to do like a split level with like the living room area, and I thought that that would be really cool like in a mid-century home, but it just wasn't working out for me at all. So I ended up like not saving that footage at all, and I just like completely like cut it out. So I ended up just going with, you know, with the way you'll see the way I end up making it look. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll see the way I end up making it look. And honestly, I really like the way it ended up looking. So I think that's, that came out looking pretty cool. I try to keep it very I used a lot of different like color schemes. Like you'll see in the bedroom is like a lot of like red and bold like color schemes, and then in the living room it's very like orange and green, and you'll just see a lot of colors everywhere. The film studio is like black and yellow, and I just wanted to like stick with that like theme of like crazy colors, because like or like mismatched colors. I don't know. I just like thought that it would look good. If it doesn't look good, let me know. I don't know. I think it would look fine. So, so yeah. Also, I don't think that my sim, like himself, really has like the best taste in like decor. So it would make sense to have it like kind of mismatched. So I'm not really worried about that. But anyway, you guys can see what I'm doing in the video. I'm just, I can't really like sit here and talk about like the video and like describe every single little thing that I'm doing in the video. So I'm just gonna take like a moment to kind of talk about like my schedule, my work, and stuff like that, because I really guys want you to know that I want to like really take this YouTube thing kind of seriously, and I really do want to make videos on a regular basis and not have like a messed up schedule. And after this past week, I was able to finally figure out my schedule, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into that. So this past week has been crazy because I started school and I started work um, at the same time. So, and it's been rough already. My classes have been very hard, and there is a lot to do, and I've had a lot of homework already to do, and I've been very crazy busy. So, and I've noticed that the beginning of the week is usually the most busiest for me, rather than the end of the week, where the end of the week is usually not as busy. Um, but anyway, that's just school-wise. Work-wise, I just started ushering at the SAP Center, which is one of the like most like I guess like I would call it a prestigious like arena. It really is. Like I have to wear like a full-on suit when I like go to work. But it's very tiring. It's a lot of physical work, and I usually have to work like, evenings or weekends. Thankfully I'm off this weekend, but like starting next weekend I'm gonna have to like start working. So like my really good time to actually work on builds and things like that is like midweek. Um, or like Sundays. So like I can, with my work schedule and my school schedule, I can put out a video once a week. And I decided that I'm going to go ahead and do that on Fridays. So you'll see me putting out new videos every single Friday, starting with today. So you'll see this go out today. Well, maybe it might be in the morning, it might be Friday morning, Friday afternoon, but it's gonna be Friday, and I promise you it will be out by the end of the day. Um, but with all that being said, my schedule has been crazy, but now that I have the hang of it, it has been a week. I finally am kind of getting into that like groove of being used to my schedule and getting up early and doing things on time. Um, I've now gotten it all figured out, so we will be soon getting the hang of things with this YouTube thing as well. So hopefully, if you guys have any suggestions as well, please let me know. If you guys have any questions about my schedule, please let me know. But like said, there will be new videos out every single Friday. So anyway, moving on. How are y'all? Are you guys doing good? Are you guys, any of you in school? I want to know, like, are you guys in school? Are you guys working? If you guys know anything about ushering. I just started, and this is like the first time that I've ever like done anything, you know, like this before. My job is really like cool, and it's a lot of physical work because there's a lot of standing around, walking around, and you're on your feet the entire day, and you have to like walk. I have to walk like, I don't know, I walk probably a few miles every time I go to work. Um, so it's very tiring, and the main thing that I usually do is I tell people where to go. I direct people where to go. I show people to their seats. I let people in. I scan their tickets. I check their bags. I scan them if they need to, if they're set off the detectors. I do a lot of stuff. So just depending on what I'm doing that day. The other day I was actually outside in the cold. It was for a Korean pop band that came in town, and I was out there and it was cold and I had to be by the metal detectors, and we had to wear a uniform, and I didn't have a coat or anything. I was just out there in my uniform and it was very cold, and I was so tired by the end of the night. So it is very hard to be out there, but it is fun because you see a lot of people, and yeah. So that's basically the main thing that my job is. What my job is about, basically. But the cool part is I actually get to see like some events. Like I get to see some hockey games for free. I'll get to see like some artists that come in on their concerts if I get to work the arena. But either way, I get to hear the music. It's very loud in the arena if you're inside. But it's very, very cool. I like it. I've met a lot of people. There's a lot of different ushers, and there's some that are very new, some that have been there for years, and they're all very fun to talk to, and they're all very, very nice. So I like the people that I work with. So yeah, and then school's been really great. I think that I'm loving school so much. I love the friends that I've made at school. So They're great. I'm talking about my girls. Yeah, they're awesome. They're great. I love them so much. They've been with me since like last semester, and we've been kicking ass at accounting. So we're doing great, and I just have so much fun when I go to school. I feel like having that social interaction is great for me, even though I'm such an introvert. I'm such like a person where I can't really like interact with people on a regular basis. It's very hard for me. I have to like I'm the kind of person that has to socially like recharge after like hanging out with somebody for a couple of like I have to like recharge like for a couple of days before I can hang out with somebody again because it takes a lot out of me. But like I don't know, school is different. Like I feel very confident at school, and you know, I'm really happy I'm getting that confidence and being out, and because I do get a lot of anxiety. I even get anxiety doing these voiceovers. To be honest, it's very like you put yourself in a very vulnerable position. You know, you're talking to complete strangers on the internet, and you're hoping that they're gonna be nice to you. So, you know, it's very scary. And I always get like very flustered every time I do voiceovers, which is why I stutter so much. But I know that it all comes with practice and it all comes with time, so I'm just trying to stick it out. But anyway, we're almost there, you guys. We're almost like halfway through the build, more than halfway through the build actually. So, but yeah, everything in my life's been great so far. So I'm really great and grateful for everybody who's watched my videos, by the way. Thank you so much for all the subscribers that have subscribed to me. I am very, very grateful for you guys. You guys are like basically the ones who are getting this started for me, and I'm grateful. But anyway, I do have some new ideas that I want to discuss with you guys because I have an idea of rebuilding some towns. I want to start with Willow Creek, and I want to kind of build it into a like farm town almost. I don't know if that would be like the greatest like theme for that town. I might make Brindleton Bay a farm town instead. I don't really know right now. I'm just kind of throwing ideas up in the air right now. But I do want to do like a poll on Twitter, and also a poll here, so just comment down below what you would want to see next. I also am going to do a poll on Twitter. I have the idea to either do a farmhouse or a sorority home. So the farmhouse is part of the rebuild project. That would be like the first build for the new town. And then the sorority home, I just had the idea to just do like some university housing. I just because I've been so inspired by school, so I just kind of feel like I don't know, I kind of want to like revisit the university pack and really like use like some of the furniture that came in university, and also incorporate some of the furniture that came in tiny living, because I feel like tiny living would be perfect for university. I think that because I mean, it's considering that like most students have to live tiny anyway to try to like save money. I think that would be perfect. So I think it'd be cool to like build a big sorority home in Brightchester. I think that's the name of the town. And they, you know, I could have like a bunch of Sims just live there, and they could all go to university together, and it'd be really cute, and I can make it very fun and girly and very cute. And yeah, and then the other one would be the farmhouse, and the farmhouse would be like almost like, you know, a typical farmhouse, but I can try to personalize it as much as I can. I was thinking of building different families for like the different homes that I want to build in the town. I want to build also some community lots. I want to just build a lot of stuff. So, and this will in the rebuild project will also allow me to like put out, you know, a lot of videos. So, and I might not like you know, do the whole project like back to back, you know, videos just for that, but like, you know, it does like give me at least something to be able to fall back on if I don't have any ideas. I can like work on rebuilding the town. So, but it's up to you guys what you want to see. I will put that poll on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, make sure you put your vote in. But yeah, so that's what you will see in the future. And if you guys have any suggestions, you know, you can always let me know. But I don't even know what else to talk about. I went through all of my notes already. Oh my gosh. Okay, doing voiceovers for like 30-minute videos is so hard. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said earlier, it's hard for me to sit here and kind of describe every little thing I'm doing for the build. Like, I can't sit here and say, oh, now I'm putting in a bathtub, and oh, I decided to switch it up, and oh, you know what, I just can't do it. That's just too much. Oh, you know what, that does remind me though, now that I'm like watching this video back. The hot tub is for the 20th year anniversary of The Sims. Happy birthday, Sims! Oh my god, like, can you believe that it's 20 years old? Like, I feel so old. I was 6 years old when The Sims came out, so you can do the math on how old I am. I cannot believe that The Sims has reached their 20th year anniversary, and I'm just so happy because like I remember when I was little, I used to play it on, I had like cousins that were like older than me that used to play it. They used to play like The Sims 1 on their computer, and they used to like show me and stuff, and I used to like, cause I was a little kid, and they also would play it on the GameCube. So when I got a little older, I was able to play it on GameCube, and I think I played The Sims 2 on the GameCube. And I always remember that I was trying to play this man, this like male sim, and he would always die by like the third week because he would suck at cooking and like always start a fire, and I could never ever get him to live. It was horrible. It was so frustrating. But like back in the day, I think you have to do like you have to like play it through story mode and stuff. And I wasn't really into it until like Sims 3 came out, and then I used to have it on PC, and I never really got to buy anything because I was a kid when I had the game, so I only had like the base game, unfortunately. So I never got any of the expansions or anything. But I do remember playing it a lot, and I used to love it, and I used to have so much fun playing it. And I would always get my stuff repoed because I never paid my bills. And I remember one day I was sitting on the couch and I was playing it on my laptop, and like my mom was sitting next to me, and I was like, oh no, they're taking away my things. And then she was like, why is that man taking away your things? Why is he in your house? And I'm like, I didn't pay my bills. And she's like, you gotta pay your bills. So like, you know, I was a kid, you know, and I had so much fun playing it, and you know, there's just so many memories. So I'm excited for what's to come, you know. And you know, there's been a lot of talk about, you know, Sims 5 and all that stuff, and you know, having like an online world, and I think that would be really exciting to experience. I don't think that they would necessarily make the game just online. They would definitely, I think they would definitely keep it still like single player, but also give it like an online feature. And I would think that it'd be really cool to do like community events with like building and stuff like that. I think that'd be so cool, and you'll get to meet like new people and stuff. And I think I like that idea. So, but we'll see what's to come, you know. Anyway, this is coming towards the end of the build here. We're just finishing up with some landscaping. I just kept the landscaping super simple because this is kind of like a bachelor pad. I didn't want to make the landscaping look too like, you know, out there. I wanted to keep it very simple because in reality, like, dude's not gonna take care of his yard. So you'll definitely end up hiring somebody to take care of it. So, but anyway, I just, fixing some roofing, doing some final touches, adding some lights to the outside, and this would be definitely my cue to go. Make sure to like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter for all my recent updates. And like I said earlier, new videos will be up every single Friday. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.